Hey guys, Alex is here with GuitarForce.com. This is a lesson on how to play Flattening the Emotions by Death off of their Human album, which came out in 1991. And I think it's their best album, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, we're gonna be in standard D tuning, so that means one whole step on all the strings. So here's my E. Alright, let's go for the close-up and start the lesson. Alright, let's check out the intro. Okay, so in the intro there are two guitars and they have slightly different parts, so I'm gonna break them apart, and we're gonna start with the guitar, with guitar number 1, and it goes like this. Okay, now that's the main riff of the first guitar, and we play triplets here. And we start with the open low E, so we play 3 times, then we go on 5th fret on the E string, playing 3 times again, then we're playing on A string, the 6th fret, again 3 times, so. Then we repeat it again, and then we go 4th fret on the E, triplet again 3 times, and 5th fret on the A. So together. Alright, and that's basically the main riff of the intro. And one suggestion I can give you is the picking hand should play alternate picking, in other words, down, up, even when you cross the strings. This is going to help you maintain a control over picking, and it's easier to play like that. Okay, so after we play 4 times, we go then into this part. Okay, so basically the first part is again as we did in the beginning of the first riff. So we go open low E 3 times, then we play 5th fret on the E again, and then we hit the chord, the power chord, E flat, then we play, so repeat again, and then we go straight into the 4th fret of the E and into the D chord. So together, both parts. Alright, now the second guitar starts playing 4th time, I believe, after the first guitar plays 4 times the riff, and the second guitar plays this. So it's basically when you put the two guitars together, it's the first riff is harmonized in fifths. So here we play triplets again, and we start with the low E 3 times, then we go into the 7th fret of the A string 3 times, and then we play the diminished 5th, that's in 8th fret D string. repeat again. And then we do as in the first guitar, just half step down. We play 6th fret triplet and 7th fret on the D. Again triplets. So one more time. Alright, and then when we go into the chords, basically we play these. Alright, so the first part, as with the guitar number 1, we do exactly the same. So the first part we repeat it again, triplet on the low E and the 7th fret on the A triplet. And then we play this chord, which is a B flat. It's basically an octave, and we add the 5th here. So. Alright, and then after the first part we go, when we play the 6th fret on the A string, and we go into, this is an A chord, so basically the chords we move just a half step down, so from B flat, then we hit the 6th fret triplet on the A string, and we go into A. And the interesting thing is that if you put the both parts together, it's actually the chord. If we take the chord from the guitar number 1 and we stick these two notes and we play them together, it comes out an E flat sus 4 chord, sus 2 chord, I'm sorry, E flat sus 2. But as there are 2 guitars, you know, they have 2 separate parts each guitar. Okay, so that was for the intro, and now we go into riff number 1, and it sounds like this. Okay, so this riff and the next riff that we're gonna play are the most difficult of this song, in my opinion, because it has a really fast picking. It's about 220 beats per minute, and it's 16th notes on the fast picking. Okay, so riff number 1, I break it down into 3 parts. The first part is this one, which is 8th notes, and we play 4th fret on A, then we go 2 open, 2 on low E. Then we go into fast 16th notes. And the first one is going to be just open E. Then we repeat the first part again. And then we go into the 1st fret of low E, which is the F note, again 16th fast. Playing first part of the riff again, and then we go into this figure, which is again fast 16th notes, and the notes are, first of all we start with open low E, then we go 3, 4, open again, and then 1, 3. All of them are played on the low E string. So all of the parts together slowly sound like this. palm muted. And that's it for riff number 1. Okay, now let's check out the second riff. So we start off this riff by playing on the 4th fret on the low E string, 16th notes. Then we go 7th fret on A. Then 6th fret on E. 3rd fret on E, 8 16th notes again. So together. Then we go play this figure, which is 7 on A, 6, 5, 4 on low E, and landing on the 5th fret of the A string. So together. That's the first part of the second riff. And the second part is again. It's basically on the A string we go 5, 4, and then 5, 6, 5. Okay, both parts together, slowly. Okay, now we come to the break and it sounds like this. Okay, so here we got a bunch of slides, power chords, and we alternate them with the palm muted low E string. And we start off on the 4th fret, and it's A flat power chord. We go to G, then we play 2 times low E, then we go from F sharp to G, playing 2 times again on the low E. Then we go from B flat to A. Here we play only once on low E, and then we go D flat to C. So. And the last part we go from D flat to C to A flat. And we start the break again. So let me play it again slowly. Next riff sounds like this. So this riff, the 2 guitars are playing basically the same thing. The only difference is that the main part, they play an octave apart. So one guitar plays lower, and the second guitar is playing an octave above. Okay, now let me break down the pattern here. So for the first guitar we play on A string, we go 5-4, on low E 5, then 7-5 on A. So then we play a hammer-on pull-off on A string 4-5-4, 5 on low E, then 4 on A, 5 on E, 4 on E. One more time. Now the whole thing together. Okay, and basically the same thing would apply for the second guitar, but you start playing it on the G string, 7th fret. Basically take the same shape as we did on the low part and apply it starting from the 7th fret on the G string. Okay, and from here we go into the 16th note, which is on the 2nd fret of the low E. Alright, second time when we play the main riff, it goes like this. A slight variation here, we go again 5-4 on the A string. So we go 5-4 on the A, 5 on the E, 7-5 on A, then we go 4, so it's 7-5-4 on A, and then we go 5-7 on low E, and then 5-4 on A, and 5-4 on E. Again. One more time. And basically this we do the same an octave above. And the second time we play on the 1st fret of the low E string, the F note. Alright, now we go into the next riff. Okay, this riff we start off by playing on the 6th fret of the D string, and we're gonna alternate it with the 16th notes on the open A string. And basically the other notes, I'm just gonna tell you the other notes here that we're gonna press, gonna be on the 7th fret of the D and the 9th fret of the D. So, and the pattern, it goes like this. Alright, so a little bit faster. And then we're playing basically the same things, the same single notes, but 16th notes this time we hold on A string 4th fret. So. instead of playing on the 9th fret on the D string, when I'm holding the 4th fret on the A, I'm using this note, which is basically the same, but it's just easier to reach it without stretching my fingers. Of course, you can stretch them if you want to, you know, just playing these two notes instead of this one, but it's just easier for me, and if you find it easier for you, you can obviously use this. So one more time. Alright, so now we come to the solo section, and I'm not going to transcribe the solo obviously because it's going to take a very long time, but I can tell you what the rhythm guitars are doing, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, so the first part of the solo, the notes here are 2nd fret on the A, 6th fret on the A, or you can play this note here on the 1st fret on D string, and the 3rd fret of A string, and we alternate between these, so it goes like this. Second part of the solo, we play on the low E, the frets are 2, 3, and 6 again, or the 1st fret of the A string. And we stop the solo with the B flat power chord. Alright, and basically that's it for the rhythm guitars of the solo. Alright guys, well that's it for this lesson. Thanks a lot for checking it out. This song is really demanding on your picking hand, so you know you gotta practice your picking techniques and bring it up to speed. My suggestion would be using a metronome or a drum track. You know, this really helps. So yeah, that's it, and like it if you did like this lesson, subscribe if you haven't, and till next time, take it easy, and may the force be with you.